You know what? You know what you call somebody who gets their tweet out before you?
An early bird.
The early bird.
Tweeter beater.
Wow. Okay. I think I hate that a little.
Do not appreciate that, actually.
What? You were gonna tweet, but they beat your tweet with a different tweet. They're a tweeter beater.
Mm-hmm.
Ow, my brain. That actually hurt. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's Sunday already. It doesn't feel like Sunday already. Like a whole week actually happened. What?
How did that go by so fast?
No, I just got up and got another cup of coffee. It hasn't been a whole week yet, right?
Yeah, right? Posted. Yeah. And read momentarily. I think. Maybe. Perhaps. One day. Come on. I know you're there. I just sent you from the other account. Am I gonna have to search for you really? Oh, there we go. Whew. I was like, am I really gonna have to search for that tweet? That'd be silly. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
There's always something else.
Wow.
Oh.
We need to start, like, streaming earlier. Because this is the second week in a row where we are starting 30 minutes before drops end.
Ugh. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, just hop on there and have it live before we actually get on.
I'll just start doing pre-show. Just an hour of Silly Tales of Tribute pre-show. Sneaking. So what monsters can we kill with the Blade of Woe? Let's find out. I have snuck right up on, like, dungeon bosses' tails, and they don't see me. And then I go, well, this one apparently I can't kill with the Blade of Woe. Dang it. And then summon bear, and we just kill it.
Well, that's too bad.
You can kill the goblins over in Westfield with the Blade of Woe, though, if you sneak up on them. Fun facts. You can't kill Fulmer with the Blade of Woe, though, and that still upsets me.
Well, that's because they have super hearing.
You can in Skyrim.
Well, maybe that's because their hearing has faded because they're old. Because this is, what, 500 years before or 1,000 years before or whatever it is.
If anything, their hearing should have got better in Skyrim because of generations of inbreeding in dark caves.
No, but inbreeding can cause problems.
Exactly.
So maybe it deteriorated their gene systems.
You know what also deteriorates gene systems and causes problems? Being forced to drink eat poisonous mushrooms by dwarves.
Yeah.
I'm adding something to our notes.
What if they were forced to eat those same mushrooms by Bretons? Or orcs? Would that have been just as problematic?
Yes, it would have.
Okay. Nobody played that anyway.
That is not true.
It's pretty close though, because that's why they're shutting it down.
It had great artwork though.
It's funny. The article I was reading said that the game launched well, but like needed more. It needed more oomph in the art department. I was like, the art in that game was really.
All right, so theory. This, like, putting it out here right now. If it shuts down January 2025, that's when either we're gonna get the expansion, the announcement for Magic using the art for an Elder Scrolls release, or that is when it's gonna be released.
Mm-hmm.
Calling
Didn't
it now.
They say they were partnering with them.
They've partnered them for Fallout.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh man.
Yeah, the Fallout.
But I have not. Yeah, I have not heard of them partnering with them for Elder Scrolls yet.
But I don't know that would have had any bearing. I read the article about it earlier, and they said that like at most it has like a few hundred, which I don't like these metrics anyway, but I guess they serve some value. But it's like at most 200 people concurrent on Steam, plus whatever mobile users there were.
You can't even download it on Steam anymore, sadly. I was just gonna go do it just for funsies.
It kind of sucks that the single player stuff's being taken down. There's like whole campaigns, which if it's 1 gold, you probably can go get the campaigns for that too.
Yeah, I believe so. That was the whole thing, is they wanted people to be able to go through all the stuff before it goes away.
Like they should have just made that available offline. I mean, the campaign stuff at least still lets you play it. I mean, you can play Gwent, not Gwent. Oh gosh, I mean it is Gwent, but what is it called?
Well,
I don't know, but
Rogue Mage. That's what it's called. It's a single player Gwent style game. I mean, it is Gwent, but it uses the card game along with like roguelike mechanics. But anyway.
Okay. Oh, I have one more thing too. Well, I guess that doesn't really matter. It was Mark Harth's anniversary, 4-year anniversary.
The anniversary of the death of the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the anniversary of the death of the PlayStation.
The anniversary of blue screens of doom.
Oh my gosh, that was hell.
Alright. I guess I'm
the time I played every other
coffee, I will.
That weird time where I played every single other multi MMO RPG that there is and realized I hate all of them.
Alrighty.
I played Monster Hunter a little bit, the new one. Just not an MMO though.
Okay, give me 1 minute, I'll be right.
Okay.
Oh, that thing that I sent you, that I made yesterday?
Yes.
Day before, whenever that was. I did that in Canva.
Oh, nice.
I was like, Katie keeps talking about making stuff in Canva. I think it's free. I'll go try it. There's a free version that keeps trying to get me to do other stuff, though. Free trial.
Me too, but I just ignore it.
Yeah.
It doesn't even ask me about that anymore because I've clicked no so many times, I think. Yeah, you gotta admit that cover art for Legends was slamming. Wow.
Honestly, I like the art, like the promo art for the OG Legends more than the newer stuff. Which I mean, I guess maybe I haven't looked at it in a while. To see if it ever changed, but it used to be like real just Elder Scrolls looking, and then it got the developer changed, and it just went more into that whole like East uh, like Asian style where everything was like, let's make everybody super sexy looking, and I was like, they just went that route with it. It just, I don't know.
That's right, we got the November roadmap.
But the art in game was, I mean, it was still good, but all of the like promo stuff changed. The in-game art was great. That's what I was gonna say. That article was like, yeah, when it came out, it launched pretty well, but it could have used a little work in the art department. I was like, the art was fine. I don't know what the problem was.
I'm here. I'm sorry, guys. I ran out of coffee and I couldn't do it. I needed something to sip on or I was gonna fall asleep.
That's okay. I might stand up and do it in a minute after we get going anyway, too.
Okay.
If one of us is like reading something, I may mute and run away for a second.
Alright, I'm ready. Let's go.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Then quiet for a minute. Hello everybody, welcome to A Snugpod Cast. This is Never Separate. And also Gwen the Bard. What's up?
Hello.
Gone crazy back soon. How are you?
I'm not too crazy.
Not too crazy. We're all here and we're all in a Snug podcast. That's right, because this is a Snug podcast. We've got some Elder Scrolls stuff from ESO and not to talk about tonight. So we're going to do that. Before we do that, what have y'all been up to? Either one of you, whichever one wants to go first. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Wow.
You can go first.
Okay, mine's probably shorter anyway. I have done a little bit of Witches Fest and had absolutely horrendous RNG. I really want a cute owl, and I'm not having much luck with the cute owl, but that's okay. I've been doing some of the things that get us the gold plunder skulls. Last week at the end of our show, we did our Hollowjack thing, so that was pretty fun. Walking with you guys through that and doing that quest line and seeing all that stuff. I have a quick question for both of you. Have either of you managed to do the roadside stuff with Hollowjack? Have you run into any of the additional content that's just like in the world?
Mm-mm.
Yes and no. I personally haven't, but I've been in groups with people while they've been running into it, and it sounds crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Benefactor from the Imperial Library. He posted a huge article on the forums about what the encounters are and, which things you need for each encounter and where you might find them. But I just have not had time to do it because I heard it's a pretty big time sink. So I was curious if any of us had done it, but it seems like that none of us have actually gotten to complete that. But maybe.
I'm going to do that now.
We'll get to before the end. Other than that, I've done a bit of Gold Road questing here and there, working out a little bit more. I'm in Ontis right now, kind of running around trying to help solve a mystery there. And I also accidentally got my achievement for my 30 Miramore incursions. And I think that's about it for the week. Yeah, I had some other real life stuff going on this week, so it's been a little distracted with everything, and some exciting stuff, some not so exciting stuff, but overall, okay week, I guess. What about you, Gwen?
Well, because of some crazy stuff IRL, I'm actually spending more time in game because we're spending more time inside. And so I have been doing a lot. We have gone from, I might skip the new chapter this year to I am in I am in the Westfield region way too often. I just need to find a vet trial group that meets in the mornings, and I'm set. I will have all of the achievements. Uh, I have one more script that I need to get from the Miramore Incursion or World event. What I guess you can get anywhere, and I'll be getting that tomorrow morning because I only have one more. And yay, things are curated. So there's that, and then also that Fetish Run Hollows has become my favorite passive activity now, and might actually beat out Tales of Tribute. And then my RNG also sucks for the owl. So the keys for the house were priority though, because gotta have that house. Just you gotta have that house, right?
Yeah, you do.
So I got my keys, and then we'll see on the last day if I have to spend tickets on owl feathers or not. Because I kind of want that mummy costume. And then I also don't want to have to eventually spend tickets on grab bags outside of the other things I already need to get out of said grab bags. So yeah, that's all I've been up to. How about you, Never?
Dolmen farming, but the same dolmen over and over again mostly. I have just mostly been getting on, and several times lucked out, and as I logged in, the dolmen popped or was already active, and I just had to finish it off. But just hanging out by one of the dolmens in Ardon to grab tickets, I realized I am not as ahead of the game as I usually am on that. I normally have the whatever the morphable thing is and all of the things to make it again, so that once I morph it into a new thing, I can just make it again. But I don't think I did a lot during the last event. And that probably should have been when I was trying to accomplish that, and just in my head I guess I thought I'd already done it. So yeah, but I don't know that I've seen a feather drop, but I haven't I've been just hunting them. You said they only drop from the gold things, right? So like what you get from like a dolmen, a world boss, a delve boss, like the first time you kill them, right?
Correct. You could potentially get 8 a day if your RNG is amazing.
Yeah. So like 1 or 2 days I did have multiple boxes, but I don't recall ever seeing a feather. But I haven't done enough to say that I'm not going to be like, I farmed 1,000 of those and didn't get a single feather. But probably 15 or 20 over the course of the event so far, if I had to guess. I don't know. It's not a ton. So probably haven't had good RNG, but I also probably haven't done a lot. It's not like it takes long to get those boxes if you have a good area and a good route. Hit all the dolmens, hit all the world bosses. You grab them pretty quick. But well, I'm sorry, that's right. You only get it the first time, not per dolmen or yeah. But anyway, so I won't complain too much. I'm not too worried about the owl pet. I'm sure it'll come back around anyway. I guess that'd be next year though, wouldn't it? For the Witches Fest.
Yeah. And it's like what happened to me last year. Last year I had the exact same problem with the ghost netch, and I finally just gave in and bought the tickets at the end because I was like, I want it. And then sure enough, here he is this year. And what did I get on my first day of Witches Fest? 3 pieces of that sucker. I was like, I don't need these. I have this already.
Yeah, that's been about it for me. I've been trying out a different game, trying to get on and play with a buddy from work. It's not a series that I've been interested in a ton, but thought I would try it out with him. He's playing the beta on PC. I was playing the beta on PlayStation, and it's supposed to have crossplay, but we never could get it to work, so we haven't actually gotten to try to play it together. But
Bill, what is it?
It's the Monster Hunter Wilds beta.
Oh.
Yeah, it comes out early next year, I think. Like February 28th, I think is what I remember. But anyway, it's irrelevant. It's not a game I'm looking to pick up necessarily, especially not at full price. But I thought, hey, for free for a beta, I'll check it out. And because he was talking about getting in on it, and but we haven't been able to play it together yet. So I don't know if it's like one of those deals where the beta just had crossplay issues, not working properly, or we just weren't doing something right. I don't know. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about ESO and not ESO, but Elder Scrolls related stuff. So, yeah. So, shall we dive into some newsy news stuff?
Let's do it.
You know, it's too bad we're not a highly produced show where every time we say we're gonna talk the newsy stuff, we can't just like pop a picture of newsy up there, or time it so that newsy is path to walk into the shot, or have like a little news booth where we can like cut over to newsy, you know, standing at the booth with like, you know, a little thing behind her that looks like, you know, news on a wall or something. Be pretty great.
Yeah, but then we'd be spending most of our time at the newsy room because most of the show is news.
Yeah.
We'd lose out on Gwen's nice decorations.
Well, that's why I said if it was a highly produced thing, we could do a lot of cutting back and forth. You know. Anyway, yeah, we're not that though.
I was like, I wouldn't want to do that editing. No.
No, we're not that. Also, I think quite a few more people listen than watch, so it'd be a lot of unnecessary work to do all of that.
This is also true.
So, yeah, let's get into some news. You just want to go top to bottom, or should we go bottom to top? We've never done bottom to top before, have we?
No. But of course you would choose that because I put them in the other order. Like in my bar.
That's okay. We
can be chaotic and go bottom.
No, it's fine. We can go top to bottom. We have an update that's live, not for us.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Feels
not
weird.
Live for us.
It's
half live for me.
So
it's confusing for me because this is the time period where I have it live on one platform and not on the other.
So
just for fun.
If I talk about this, is that kind of like I'm lying? Like
No.
If I say it's live but I don't have it yet, it's not live.
No, because it says it's now live on PC and Mac. So if you just read it, then it tells you.
Oh, okay. Like the context matters.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. Who shall be the one privileged to read this thing? Is it even that much?
It's like 4 sentences long. No,
yeah.
No, it's not. It's longer. It's longer.
There's more.
Longer.
Some of the stuff we've covered in a little bit of detail individually already.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do we need to read this whole thing?
So, Update 44 base game, now live on PC, includes 4v4 and 8v8 battlegrounds, 7 new PvP battleground maps, power-ups in battlegrounds, 6 new PvP item sets, curated Imperial City item sets, 10% increase to Alliance points and Telvar stones for ESO Plus members, 2 new companions, Zareth Var and Tanlorian, new scribing grimoire, Banner Bearer, additional support for 14 focus scripts, 4 new skill styles, high dynamic range HDR for PC, new homes and furnishings, and new achievements and titles.
Nice. Yeah. And I don't think there's really much extra that we haven't covered basically on each of those content things. There is a new video about Battlegrounds, like the Battlegrounds update, so if you have a chance you can check that out. It's got some fun artwork at the beginning, which is really cool. And the only other thing that I personally would like to mention, other than what we've, already been talking about and going through, is that I hear that the new companion quest lines are real good. Real good. I have not done them, but my understanding is that they take a little while, and it's because there's a lot of good stuff in there.
I have heard I am not going to get along with that Khajiit because he's not a fan of the Blade of Woe.
He is not.
Also,
he can get over it. He can just raise everyone back from the dead.
You remember how I said that I ended up, totally hating Azandar? We have meshed. Azandar, so I have Bestie Bastion, and now I have Azandarling. That's his nickname.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Anyway.
What changed your heart?
The dialogue, I think. We just get along really well. As long as I'm not playing cards, we get along really well.
Okay.
He loves what I do, all the things I normally do, besides, Tales of Tribute. And it's just you know what? Go brew some tea. I'm gonna play cards.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard Zirith Var, in particular, is got some pretty cool lore in there with that cat. So, I'm excited to see. That's all I have. And I did... Oh, that's a lie. That's not all I have. I did do the Hollowjack boss earlier today on PC, and I was running with someone who was using the new Banner Bearer update. And it was pretty cool looking. I have no idea which focus they were using, because I wasn't standing that close to them, because of the part of the mechanics that we were in, but I noticed it and I went oh, wait a minute, that person's using that. That's cool. So it was pretty neat to see it in action on the beginning of the update. Pretty cool. So that's it. We can probably move on from that one, right?
I guess so. Most of that stuff, like I said, if you can go back and listen to previous episodes, and we've talked about a lot of that stuff at more length. The next thing, though, we don't actually have a link there for an article, but I guess we don't have to have one.
No.
There was one because I read it. I read part of it. I don't think I read all of it. But anyway, if you are, speaking of card games, if you are a fan of Elder Scrolls Legends, sorry, it is going away. As of January 30th, it will be no more. And in the notes, I'm supposed to read womp womp.
It is a womp womp. I mean, you can still download it if you have...
It's supposed to go womp womp.
You can still download it. If I had space on my phone, I would totally download it right now. It says I can. It just says I need space.
Not on Steam.
Yeah, they've pulled it. Yeah, so if you... Yeah, I guess I overlooked or forgot that it said that they were taking it down already. But if you do have it, you can play it up until that point. But after that, you won't even be able to play even the single-player campaign. Or campaigns, plural. Yeah. There's multiple. But if you have it and you want to play them and you haven't bought them yet, everything in the store is now available for 1 gold. So go and buy it and play it. The campaigns are actually pretty good. I think I did all of the base game, and I don't remember if I finished any more after that, just because I just kind of fell off of it. I wasn't playing it with people, or and I just kind of fell off of it. But the the base game campaign was interesting enough. I mean, it's not like a full-on RPG, obviously, so you're not going to get the depth that you would get from playing through like ESO or Skyrim or something like that. But just to give you kind of a reason to play the card game, even if you're not playing it competitively or casually with other people, it was done pretty well. I do hate to hear that it's getting shut down. I wish that they could have at least kept the single player available for those who already have it.
Yeah, they're totally just getting rid of everything. Servers are shutting down.
Yeah, it's kind of there's kind of a push in the gaming community, kind of bigger picture, to see this practice kind of change, where games that we have and we've spent money in, they can't just take away. I guess you'd have to agree to that kind of stuff in terms of service a lot of times now. But it does kind of stink to have put money into something like that if you did, and it just be gone.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's the way of MMOs, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real happy when this game, if it ever does go offline, even if I stop playing it at some point, if I don't have the option to go back to it after all the money I've put into it, it's gonna be real frustrating. But anyway,
it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. But anyway, so if you want to play it, go play it now. You're kind of running out of time. You've got a couple months, I guess, but if you can't get it on Steam, I guess if it is still available on mobile, you can go get it that way. It's a free download. It doesn't cost anything to get the game, so easy enough to go pick it up. But anyway, back to ESO. We've got some login rewards for the month of November. I haven't actually looked at these yet. Have y'all looked at them yet?
Yep.
Even though I logged in and collected mine, I don't think I even looked to see what we were getting. So we've got login rewards for November 2024. Do we normally read this or just talk about the stuff that's kind of highlighted there? I guess it's not a lot.
We normally just talk about talk about the stuff.
We got some tattoos.
Yeah, it's like a life and death cycle. So, well,
they're all swirly.
Yeah, they're all swirly. Let's start at the beginning. There are instant
very good place to start.
Scrolls. A very good place to start. You can get some research scrolls times 10. It says on day 7. And then start the tattoos on day 14. So the face markings for Cycle Behind the Stars start on that day. And it says symbolize the Wind Guardian's embrace. And those are like tattoos that go around your eyes, basically, that match this sort of like wispy, cloud-like tattoo that we'll talk about in just a second. Or right now. So day 15 will get you the Cycle Behind the Stars actual body marking. And it says preserve the memory of past loved ones with these ornamental body markings. Unlock the Cycle Behind the Stars after your 15th login. Which we should be able to preview these now, right? Yes, we should. Let's take a peek at what these look like here. Just in case you're watching and not listening. So the back has been like a big deal for people, because I've seen a lot of people online and on socials asking, what armor do I have, or what costumes do they make that are backless? Because you've got this these 3 Khajiit or cats, stacked on each other with the moons and all of that stuff on the actual back of the markings. And so that's been like a big buzz amongst the community already. On day 21, you get some Seals of Endeavor times 300. And that's all they give us, basically, for this preview. So there are 21 days of logins this month. It looks like most of them in between are the normal stuff, like, experience scrolls and attribute scrolls and Dregwax and soul gems and all of that stuff. And then as you get towards the end, you also have riding lessons and some AP and tempering alloy and stuff. So not a terrible month, and you can get some cool body markings as well. What do you both think about these body markings? Have you had the chance to look at them up close?
Well, I just did, and I'm totally gonna cry because it's cats, and then with the description, I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry.
Yep.
Oh, was there a
fine.
description? I didn't even read the
Fine.
description.
Yeah, it says, when death, sorrow claws at your mind, look within, reflect on the sands behind the stars, and know that once there, true cats reside in splendor until the next pounce. Pretty sweet.
The front doesn't do much for me.
But
The back is pretty cool. Yeah, the back of it, I think, makes it.
Mm-hmm. So cool. I love it. I love it. Whoops, let me get back to my seat. Oh, console woes. Me watching you jump up and down, trying to sit back down.
No, I was just jumping.
Maybe just a little. Oh, okay, well.
I saw a crisscross. It made me want to jump.
Wow. Terrible joke. Crown Store Showcase,
so many
shall we?
people will hear that and have no idea what that meant.
It's fine. I know what it is.
Oh, I have opinions on the Crown Store Showcase, but yes, let's start.
Do you want a horse with 4 arms?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I would love a horse with 4 arms. And then you look at these 4 arms, right? And this horse with the 4 arms is holding 4 swords. Now, I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine. I want it to do combat damage, though. If it's gonna exist, if it's gonna have the sharp things, it better be doing damage. Or otherwise, what's the point?
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't care how silly you look. You better be useful if you're gonna be trying to look like you're gonna be useful.
Oh, man.
So that's a new mount, right?
Yeah.
So perhaps this is a tease, and this is leaking to us that we're going to get combat mounts?
No.
No, I don't think so. Okay.
Well, that's definitely not going to happen.
Oh, it
At
shouldn't.
least not within the foreseeable future, I believe.
It's like a Symphony of Blades horse. Like Depths of Malatar, Symphony of Blades.
Like some of the Dark Brotherhood mounts had extra arms and stuff because of Sithis and his multiple hands, but...
Did you notice that in the picture there's this mud crab and he's like, come on, I'll take you.
Mud crabs will take on anything. They're ridiculous.
He's not even scared.
Mud crabs are vicious.
Pretty awesome.
Or at least fearless.
So we skipped ahead a little bit, but the Symphony of Dawn Charger mount is what we're discussing. And rather than reading the dates for all of this stuff, just head over to the link for the Crown Store Showcase and check out this horse. It's pretty crazy. It has a little lore blurb. It says, the Lady of Infinite Energies lent me a steed to hasten my way to Garlus Malatar, a creature of golden light, gleaming barding, a symphony of blades, and an aura reminiscent of the colored room. The charger tested my endurance. So a little bit of lore background there too, with that. Let's backtrack really quick though, because this is a new painting, and it's Lucent Citadel.
I think this painting is perfect for like November. It is a well done November colored painting. Cause it's orange and it's blue and it's gray and it's dark and bright. It's very well toned. I like it. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the end of the month as usual when it comes to these paintings, but definitely gonna be picking that one up because it looks very different than some of the other ones, and I think it looks great. What about are either of you trying to be a lich or go to lichdom?
Well, it says this obsidian-hewn throne was once the seat of power for an ancient necro lord, not a neko lord, so I'm pretty sure Nekodar isn't going for it.
No, not Nekodar. That was a good one, Gwen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not really one to go for that lifestyle. I've been scared of that since I was a kid. Like when I was real young,
Becoming a lich?
Yeah, when I was real young, I thought I wanted to be one. But all I ever heard is that liches get stitches.
Not if you have a good necromancer.
No, I don't. So anyway.
Oh boy.
There's a cool horse here with 4. Oh wait, we already talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that. Crafting wise, we've got Westfield Legion motif. We've got Silver Dawn motif. We've got some outfit styles. The Boethian shield. Fearstruck will be in the Crown store.
I do like that shield. It's kind of cool.
I do too. I like it. Yeah. I think it's neat. Let's see. We also have the Evergloam Champions Arms Pack. Gwen, what do you think about that? You love being in the Evergloam.
I like the Evergloom. Okay, actually, it is really pretty. I like it.
Yeah, I was like,
It's reminiscent of the Nightingale armor from Skyrim.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
But it's nocturnal, so it's all gonna feel the same.
Shadowy, if you will. Yep, so that one's coming up soon. There's also, they're advertising an armory slot this go around, which I'm like, okay, sure. I guess those aren't in there all the time. I thought there was always armory slots.
Is it just going to be like a... Wait.
The armory slots are always in the store, but what I'm seeing here is this will give you the chance, because remember, this is Crown Crate Showcase, right? So... No, wait, it is Crown Store, not Crown Crates.
Store.
That's
weird, they're always in
Plus
there.
members get a discount.
Oh, it's just going to be discounted. That's no fun.
Okay.
I mean, that's good that it's discounted, but it would have been cool if they included it in like a Crown Crate thing, so people had a chance with Endeavors.
You are like... Have either of y'all looked yet? It is available right now, right?
Yeah, no, they're always available.
I know, that's what... Like, that is really confusing.
It's just that they're going to be discounted.
But that's not how it's worded. It says will be available on all platforms for a limited time. Like the discount thing is the next. I guess there's a period, and then the next sentence mentions a discount. So it reads like that's a limited time thing you can't always get, but you can go.
Yeah, it's weird.
Let's see, it's under upgrades, right? There's an armory slot there right now. The same picture. Like, that's...
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
So, it must just be, like, that. Maybe it is that's going to be on sale during that time. It's weird that they're giving us a heads up on something being discounted.
That's got to be what it is.
But it definitely doesn't read that way. So that is weird that it's worded like it is. But anyway, we'll just assume that that's all that they just kind of didn't promote that properly, and it's just supposed to be that it's discounted. But
yep. We've also got the Crested Viper armor pack as well. That one's got some cool artwork with the Spellscar shards or whatever, I think, in the background. Yeah, I'm not like that one's I don't know how I feel about the headpiece. I like the armor, but I don't know how I feel about the headpiece.
I do, however, wish that we could get those Spellscar things for our house and, have lightning striking them like that.
There are... Is there not an antiquity that's like a Spellscar shard?
Does it summon lightning to strike it over and over again?
Yeah, there are antiquities
crackles.
that summon lightning. That's a thing. Why?
Oh. Well.
Yeah, Cat. Get on it.
I guess I should.
This next one I'm excited about. This is a new arms pack, and it's the Legacy of the Drafa. So this is a Firesong druidic pack, which I cannot wait to see what this actually looks like when we see the animations of it. So it says, Firesong druids serving on the Druidic Council inspired weaponsmiths to create arms inspired by their garb. Alter your weapon's appearance to match the legacy of the Drafa weapons by using this complete set of outfit styles. So there you go. I love that shield. I literally that I had a character that carried a shield for that shield. I have one tank. That's it. And I suppose I could buy it for her, but she's not used very much.
That's more tanks than I thought you had. So.
Yeah, you guys probably didn't even know I had a tank. I have one whole tank.
I knew you had one.
She's an Imperial, and she's not even CP. But
aren't all
maybe
tanks
one day.
Imperials?
Maybe
one day. I mean, besides our Khajiit over here.
I don't even have an Imperial. My Dragon Knight is a Wood Elf. No, it's not. Not anymore. Started out as a Wood Elf. Now he's a Nord.
Yeah.
Although he's not spec'd as a tank. But anyway, carry on.
This arms pack is going to be a short time period. Looks like it's only about 5 or 6 days. And during that time, you can also have some matching armor pages that have a small chance to drop from event coffers. So bound versions of the armor pages can be purchased from the Impresario as well. So it looks like this is going to be during the Legacy of the Bretons event that we'll talk about in just a little bit. But yeah.
Are those leaves on the shield?
Where? No, it's like lava. Okay. It's like a fire, you know.
Yeah.
It's like lava rock with fire crackles in it.
Yeah. Without zooming in, it looked like leaves.
Leaves, like fall leaves. Yeah, I get that. Now, I'm just really digging the texture on the shield and the Celtic, knot and the, yeah. I like the whole aesthetic personally.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm kind of torn on shields now because at some point I'm going to try to get the shield throw thing, and I can't help but want my shield to be round if I'm going to throw it. It just feels weird to throw a shield like that. It's shaped that way.
You don't want to throw a kite shield? You don't think that would work?
No. I mean,
breaks your immersion a little bit?
Yeah, it doesn't, it would spin weird. I don't know.
But you can say,
it doesn't have to spin, you just have to bash someone's head in.
But I think that the animation on that, it would spin, does it not? I should already have it by now. I just haven't gotten around to getting it.
Yeah. Well,
speaking of Imperials.
Yeah, you could get some Imperial armor as well. This is your standard, typical one that's been in the store before. Leather, metal, red diamonds everywhere. And it'll be available at the end of November. Another costume that we've got that's returning, I believe. Yeah, it looks like it's returning. Is the Subterrane Excavator. It says, Spelunk in luxury. This mining gear is practically a home away from home when you're excavating precious underground resources. If you like living in your clothes. So that one actually starts right tomorrow morning. So it'll be available when this show comes out.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, speaking of morning.
Yeah. Flat brim morning hat pack. If you want a hat with crows and feathers and spooky bones sticking out of it, well, this one's for you. You can get 3 flat brim hats, the modest morning hat, the deluxe morning hat, and the plumed morning hat. Those are also available at the end of November and into early December. Crates returning, Ayleid crates. They're going to be back with their mystery collection of Ayleid-related items. How appropriate, considering some of the Ayleid stuff that we've been dealing with lately during the chapter this year. And then also we're going to have the Akaviri Potentate crates. Those will be back too. Those are the ones that are like, they remind me of like super Roman style stuff. Like I have a guar that's wearing like a, broom on his head basically.
I love potato crates.
Yep. I have a little bear that's like that. It's adorable.
Wow.
Where's the puppy?
Akaviri potato crates, that's what you're going to call them?
I love potatoes.
Wow.
It is an Akaviri potato. That's it. It's an Akaviri potato.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Potatoes.
Akaviri potato crate. There we go. Moving on.
Akaviri taters.
Wow.
You get some
you also have the
modern art. Yep.
Modern art. We have apocryphal shifting sculptures. It looks like this sort of apocryphal, oily, weird stuff that just kind of morphs and changes and does all of that.
Mesmerized as this sculpture from Apocrypha shifts and morphs. Longluidity, perfect for those times when you just need to stare at something while organizing your thoughts. So it's an ink lava lamp.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of a lava lamp. I agree. A Clash of Flang and Fame music box is coming up. And that returns to the store middle of November. So if you love that particular piece, which is the Elsewhere chapter's main theme, you can have that in a music box form. And Cadwell's Astounding Portal is also returning. Ready for a jolly good time with Cadwell? Summon him to your home with this handy portal and he'll play a tune, juggle a fish, and indulge in some chit-chat or more. So you'll be able to get him coming through his portal if you'd like as well, in the store mid-November, and members receive a discount on this item. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out why something is beeping in my house and I keep moving it around the room. I'm sorry, everyone.
And Honor also comes out of the portal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That was just in the store not long ago, right?
The Cadwell thing?
Yeah. I feel like we talked about that not too long ago.
It doesn't feel like it was too long ago, but it's been in the store more frequently lately, I guess.
I don't know. I don't remember that one. Next one always makes me think of Sasquatch. Chapel of Zenithar.
Every time.
So that is coming back. It's going to be like all these Zenithar furnishings. There's a bunch of tapestries, and there's the statue, and the carpets, and altars and all that stuff. So if you need to build your chapel to Zenithar, you can have your furnishings to do that mid-November as well. Another music box, the Gunfallen Galliard, is going to be back, and this plays a sprightly version of that composition. This one's one of those ones that's like, yeah, it's highly animated. So you start it, and then the people are, I think they're dancing in the middle between those two. If I remember correctly.
They're doing that typical like they put their one hand together and spin around in a circle thing that every time there's a dance in like a fantasy or medieval movie, it's that same thing.
Yep. Because it was an actual dance move.
Was it?
Yeah. It's an actual partnering dance move.
Yes, that's why it's used.
I just think it's funny that every time there's a dance in some setting like that, it's always that same one, because there's always the one person that doesn't know how to dance and they have to be taught last minute, and it's always that dance.
Yeah.
That's because it's simple and used.
You know where the perfect place to teach someone that dance would be, because there's so much space.
And no one to see you do it, because it's on its own separate island, on an island taken away from the rest of the world.
That's right. A monumental estate on the south coast. It would be the Sijic Villa. The Grand Sijic Villa, to be specific. So it's returning to the store. This one was like an ask for a long time from people last year. We got it again. Looks like they're putting it back in rotation again, probably because people are asking again. Because this was one of the very first houses, I think, that as a community we all had as like a free home, and some people missed out on it and really wanted to get it, so it's been rotating through. So it's back again.
I don't know why people want it. It's really hard to decorate. It's a lot of space.
I
It's
love
a
that.
lot of
That's my main.
space.
It's my main here on PlayStation.
I'm trying to turn it into a library right now, but it's not a normal library.
It has a lot of space.
It's an abandoned library.
I originally started by just putting random stuff in there, and then I was trying to use all of the rooms, and now I have a few blocked off. Like, the upstairs is blocked off on the one side, because I'm like, I'll never get to that. I'll run out of space before that
I
happens.
used to use it as my furniture showroom, but now I use the latest free house that we got.
Mm-hmm. This next one, the last time it was in, I didn't buy it. And I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard because I love this house a lot. It is the house that is in Gonfalon Bay, and it is, or Gonfalon. I always say that wrong. Jeez, Gonfalon Bay. It is High Hello Hold, and it says, variously held by both House de Fort and Mornard, the stately manor near the edge of Gonfalon Bay is now available to the adventurer about town. It commands a majestic view of the water and provides easy access to the Jewel of High Isle. This house has a wonderful garden in the back that you can look out over everything, and there's a tower, and there's all sorts of cool space in this house. I love it. So you can buy it furnished and unfurnished towards the end of the month, and it'll be available then. Also, the toilet bowl house is coming back.
The what?
Okay, so it's
Please
not an
repeat
actual.
yourself.
It's not an actual toilet bowl. I love this house, but I've heard other people reference it as the toilet bowl house because it's a Merkmeyer home. And this is the one that has the submerged picture windows. So it basically
was it a dark elf that told you that?
No, it was I believe it was actually Tales of Tamriel who mentioned that it's a toilet bowl house.
Ah, so it was a dark elf that told you that. Okay.
I think Ark mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm not pinning something on him that's not his responsibility. But so for this one, it has submerged picture windows. It's got this sort of aquarium vibe to it. And you can basically go into the lake, and then you can click X, and it like takes you down into the inside through a little whirlpool, and you can, like decorate it to your heart's desire because it's an actual little aquarium house.
It is. It's an aquarium house. It's not a toilet bowl house. It's an aquarium house.
I like this one personally, but everybody's got the joke about poor Merkmeyer. So, womp womp. This one will also be available towards the end of the month, it looks like. Late November. Gwen. And Never. What do you think about this next house guest?
It's a good thing I just ate.
I think they're already in here.
Are they? Oh, that's right. They are in here. I forgot you have a crow in the house.
Like, I'm pretty sure you're staring at him. Or is that the Jangle Plume? It might be Jangle Plume. I can only have so many people in here at a time.
Yeah,
but I have him. I have Squire Crow. He's pretty chill.
I remember you did have him.
He's kind of pompous.
Yeah. I mean, what crow is it? So,
it's a good thing I ate long
ago. Overall, he's a nice guest. Very clean. Recommend.
So you can have Squire Caw, and you can have your visitors speak with him, and then, you can set him on a path, of course, through your home, but he will look for your shinies, I suppose, in your home.
He will judge you if you don't have a lot of shinies.
Some returning assistants are happening. We've got the Pyroclast, which is an Infernus Conservator, and that's the fire version. And then if you want to go opposite, we have the Hoarfrost version, which is the merchant. So both of those are available in the store. Again, they have really cool animations. Love those two. And then, because Legacy of the Bretons is coming, I would guess we're going to...
Mermaid puppy!
Yep, we get mermaid puppies back. Shallow Stalker Ornog Mount will be back. Shimmering blues and purples of this Ornog mimic the coral shallows around Galen. If you stumble upon these playful creatures cavorting in the water, move slowly, and you may just tickle their curiosity. If they like you, one might even adopt you.
Mermaid puppy.
But the exact opposite of that is the one below, the Black Drake Howler. So it's a scary wolf that looks like it's got paint all over it.
It's
These
not
wolves are among the first
Belongs
creatures
in-
to storm
Belongs in
Evermore.
Markarth.
Yep. When the Reachman's attack broke through the city's walls. Oh, that's scary. Okay. Each wolf's unique markings display their lineage with some incorporating designs from Durkarok's beloved Howler herself. Did I say that okay?
You did, Durkarok, yeah. Nice job. We also have a goat. Wow. Oh boy, we've got the Oaken Order mountain goat. Or you could just hire Never Separate if you need to hear mountain goat noises, apparently. That one is also a mount that's going to be available in the store towards the middle of the month. We've got the Pangrit as well, or Pangreet. It's a turquoise war version of this, and it is a Hadalid style guar is the best way to describe it. This thing looks like a great white on steroids to me.
I've never seen an angry guar. This actually looks like an angry guar.
It looks like a guar and a great white had a baby and made it out of tree bark. Which,
like, I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it. It just,
I do
it looks
too.
like an angry guar.
Yeah, I do too. Just looks weird. If you want a pet rat, you can have a diseased one from Periite if you'd like to purchase the Bright Lord Skeever pet. You can also have a little scruffy painted pony if you just want to have a little pony that looks a little bit scruffy and got his hair done in a few braids. That'll be available right before Thanksgiving in the US. And then we also have the Breton Terrier, which is coming back for a limited time. It says, originally bred to find and kill rats on the docks of Iliac Bay, the Breton Terrier has found a place in the hearts and minds of many Tamrielics due to its joyful and wriggly behavior.
Wriggly.
So that'll be available at the end of the month and through the beginning of December. So we are moving into the Legacy of the Bretons, High Isle sort of situation, and that's why there was a lot of Breton-y sort of things, I think, in there. And that's it. We did the Crown Store.
We did.
Woo! We did it!
We did. And now we can find out all about how to survive in November. Remember the 5th of November. The gunpowder treason.
That is the wrong reference. Wrong franchise. Try again.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were trying to survive that.
Nope. Wrong franchise. Nice try.
Okay.
Remember, Crown Store November. Because that's what we just finished.
Yep.
There you go. Enjoy Update 44 on all platforms, a return to High Isle, and more during another packed month of the Elder Scrolls Online. November 24 is here, and it brings a variety of exciting events, offers, and entertainment with it. This month, enjoy everything from the mayhem of new PvP battlegrounds to a brand new event. Want to know more? Check out almost everything coming to ESO below. So we've got some events coming up. We got an experience boost mini event running from the 7th through the 12th. So that's going to be 100% boost to XP no matter what. No event tickets to drop during that event though. So you just go out and do stuff like you normally would and get 100% extra bonus XP for it. Console launch for Update 44 on the 13th. Game Pass perks. Blah. Sorry. PlayStation guy. You can claim more perks with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate in November as our 4th bundle of perks launches on November 13th. An official announcement on ESO.com with more information on the day. A Battlegrounds Domination Weekend running from the 14th to the 19th. To take part in Battlegrounds, newly revamped in Update 44 with as many domination matches as you care to, well, dominate. The November Anniversary Spotlight from the 18th through the 25th. Expect the anniversary spotlight for November, featuring ESO's first Golden Pursuits campaign in the middle of the month. No peeking. And ESO Battlegrounds Brawl livestream on November 20th. You can spectate a day of Battlegrounds themed live streams featuring teams made up of developers, streamers, and our friends from Alienware Hive. Get ready for Twitch drops and an exciting day of PvP action. You can get in on the PvP action by queuing for Battlegrounds in-game. And finally, Legacy of the Bretons celebration from the 21st through December 3rd. Cap off the month with a new in-game event that highlights 2022's Legacy of the Bretons storyline and zones. Check out the official website when we get closer to the event for more details.
Hooray!
Who is Ray?
No, maybe they live in Gonfalon.
Maybe. So
normally when I talk about Ray, I talk about a cat.
So there is a picture here that gives us a little bit about the upcoming. Oh gosh, what do they call it? I'm drawing a blank already. I just read it. My goodness, the Golden Pursuits.
Yeah.
The it says earn Nord themed rewards.
Yes.
So there's that. In-game promo. So Xbox Game Pass perks, Seals of Endeavor, and more. In-game bonus. Yeah. Anyway, so there's a graphic there that shows a little bit more detail on some of the things that are coming, but.
And I think the armor that they're showing there, I would guess, this is pure speculation, but the armor that they're showing for the Bretons history part of that, I bet is the armor that matches that Drafe weapons pack that we were just talking about in the store, because it looks like it might go along with it.
That's normally how they do that.
Yep. And I'm gonna guess it's got something to do with dailies or whatnot, because there's a big old lava guy in the back there of that one. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Lava, 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 Gunfallion.
Wow.
That was a stretch.
That was a stretch.
Oh, it was great. You know it. You loved it. It's your favorite song ever. Mm-hmm. It's all original tune you've never heard before.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway. Wow. All right. Well, that was all of that.
Yep. So, hey, Never?
Yes.
Where didn't the Dwemer go this week?
They didn't go in a treasure box. I have stayed at this dolmen time and time again. They've tried to invade, and I've sent them away. And this magical box of goodies appears slightly to the right, and I look in there and I'm like, hello, is there any Dwemer in there? Like if there's some kind of enchanting thing going on where they've made the box bigger inside than it actually looks, so they could throw Dwemer off in there or something. There's no Dwemer in those boxes.
Okay.
Sure. Right.
There's also no Dwemer on top of the dolmen thing in the middle either. The shriney part. So
At which dolmen? There's a lot of those.
I assume that they're probably not on any of them, but I guess just the one in southern Ardon. Actually, I've looked at all the ones in Ardon. They haven't been there. So, they're not in any of the Ardon dolmens. or any of the treasure boxes that I've opened. They also aren't in the Witch's Fest boxes. So I thought maybe the witches might have been, being funny, and they captured them all, put a spell on them, and put them in and they were like, you can get RNG blesses you. You can maybe find a Dwemer. I haven't found a Dwemer yet. All right, that's where the Dwemer didn't go.
No Dwemer. No
Dwemer.
Dwemer.
What about?
And no more murder hobos. Right?
There you go.
Coincidentally enough, in trying not to be a murder hobo, I'm becoming more and more of a murder hobo.
Ain't that funny how that happens?
Right? I'm running around testing on what I can sneak up behind and kill with the Blade of Woe. It's a fun time. You can actually kill a lot with the Blade of Woe. And if your sneak's high enough, you can kill a lot with the Blade of Woe. I have killed a lot of Recollection with the Blade of Woe, and you just gotta, like, when there's a Recollection guy, you're good. The Therikers, though, they're pretty good at noticing if you're getting nearby, so you gotta get when their heads are turned, and then you're good. But anyway, to avoid being a murder hobo, though, I have 5 questions for you this week. This week we have, what do you think of the Witches' Festival food? Do you have a favorite? Just curious. Do you have a favorite Witches' Festival food? Some of them sound pretty bad, especially when you read the ingredients list, but if you have a favorite, cool. What did you dress up as for Witches' Festival? And then, what did your companion dress up as for Witches' Festival? And then, did you take on Hollowjack? Were you able to conquer your nightmares and take on Hollowjack? And did you venture into the Evergloom and take on the Crowborn Horror? Gotta be careful when you're traveling in the realm of Other Daedra. They aren't all very nice, and for some reason they are actually populated with things, unlike the Void, which is a lovely, dark void. Those are the 5 questions for the week.
Okay, what do I think of the Witches' Fest food? I think sugar skulls are everyone's friend. What did I dress up as? Well, I'm kind of still wearing it. It's, whoa, there's a butt of an NPC there in the Snugpod for a second. I kind of look at this as like a witch, or like a scarecrow witch. I don't know, like a little bit of an undertaker. We've got the costume with the shovel. And just a witch hat.
It feels Halloween-y. It definitely feels Halloween-y.
And the lantern. Did you notice that the lantern that's hanging from my hip is the same kind that's in the Hollowjack encounter?
It's really cute, yes.
Yeah, it's very similar. So, this is the I think it's like the Gravedigger costume or whatever, but then I've got hide helm because I have a hat on. So, it's really neat.
Oh my gosh, you're right. It's just, it's not glowing purple, but it is a similar lamp. Okay.
It's a similar lamp, right? So, yeah, I love this costume just as is. This is how it comes as base. Nothing's been done to it. So that's what I dressed up. Nope, I don't believe so.
Cool.
So that's what I wore for Witches' Fest. And then I haven't dressed up a companion. They're just in their normal thing. Yes, we took on Hollowjack all together. And yes, we also did the Crowborn Horror. So, of course, you gotta hit them at least once. That's it.
Okay. How about you, Never?
The last 2 questions were answered for me, because we all did that together. And I did not really dress up for the Witches' Fest. And Ember went home to hang out with the friends that didn't get captured. And as far as the food goes, I try not to eat things if I don't know what they are. But Halloween-y definitely sounds like something that should be grilled around that time.
Wow.
Speaking of, I did grill hot dogs for lunch today. So whatever that's worth. But I think that should be That definitely sounds like a thing you would eat around Halloweenies.
Sure. Gwen, do you want to share your answers on this one?
Witch's Fest food. I think my favorite's the sugar skulls, just because my character's been downing them like no tomorrow. Did I dress up for Witch's Festival? I did! I would not wear the Vea hair normally, and if you can tell, I got some lovely face paint going on. Or falling off, depending upon how you look at it. Did my companion dress up? Yes! Isabel was the Daedroth this year, and we dyed it purple to match my Daedroth. Asmodar was dressed up as Sheogorath, and Bastion was a pirate just like last year. And did we take on Hollowjack? Yes, we all did it as a group, and then I did it a few more times. Otherwise, it's actually a pretty fun boss. And then venturing to the Evergloom to kill the Crowborn Horror. Yes, I did it with a couple groups, and then I did indeed confirm Bastion and I are able to kill it by ourselves now. So, fun times. Yep, there we go.
Awesome sauce.
Sweet.
Well, I think that wraps us up. At least according to the written stuff there. Do y'all have anything else? You trying to type something else in there?
No, I was just moving down guild announcements.
Okay.
Myself. So that it wasn't right up against. It was making my eyes wig out because I'm tired. Because we fell back. So the time, it's 12:48, but right now it feels like 1:48. So I was moving it for my own eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to gain that hour when you gain it, but then the rest of the time it's just... I don't know. I don't know why we keep playing.
I was so tired earlier. It was funny, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I feel pretty rested. And then I got real tired this afternoon, early evening. So...
Yeah. Does anybody have anything to announce?
Some guild stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like?
Monday's Moki. This one has a time change coming. It's already happened, actually, but it just needs to get updated, and it'll get updated here in the next couple days. But now, Mondays with Moki, rather than grouping at 7:30 for an 8 o'clock Eastern, is going to be a 9 o'clock Eastern with an 8:30 group, because Moki has changed time zones. So just to make things easier, not only on her, but on getting the groups actually going, it's now, I believe, 9 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. So keep an eye out for that change. On that event, they do kind of everything. Fishing, Cyrodiil, achievements, whatever people need. It's Monday... What is it? What is the name actually now? Monday Mayhem with Moki or something like that, Gwen? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Monday Mayhem with Moki. Yeah. Tuesdays is when we observe our Treacherous Tuesday. That's our dungeon day. So that's the day that we encourage everybody to group up, run through, do lore runs, do achievement runs, do whatever you would like in the dungeons for you and your group. So there's no formal sign-ups for times for that one. It's just find a group, get together, and go. And there's also no requirements. It doesn't have to be normal or have to be vet. It's just do whatever you want on that day. When it comes to Tuesdays, we just remind you that it's the day we try and do dungeons. And then we also have our Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon, which is the...
Undaunted.
Undaunted?
Undaunted.
Undaunted.
We are undaunted.
We are undaunted.
We are undaunted. Yes. So that is our Fearless Friday, and that's where they do the Undaunted delves and dungeons for the day. And you can level a character, or you can bring a character that's super OP for normal dungeons, or you can bring a character that's like brand spanking new. Doesn't matter. They just want to run through as a guild and do those things together for the experience as well as the fun. So be fearless. Come join our 30 Dragoon on Fridays at 8 p.m. But where can they find us so that they know how to join the guild events?
They can't. We more sneaky than the Dwemer.
We are pretty sneaky from the Dwemer. They can. They just got to know where to look. We don't let in just anybody.
Well, I'm not in a treasure box.
Club.
That's right.
And then join us in Discord.
Yeah.
And if you want to listen, if you want to, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, join us. That's all.
Yeah, join us. If you want to communicate with us, obviously one way is through the Discord if you're a lore seeker. But if you're not a lore seeker, or if you are a lore seeker and you want to communicate with us directly as the Snugpod Cast and not individually through that, then you can do that through the platform formerly known as Twitter, at Snugpod Cast. You can also email us at snugpodcast@gmail.com, and we're getting closer and closer. Less than a year now, and I'll be able to get back to you on those. And you can also leave comments through like Spotify, which leads us to the other thing people want to hear.
Speaking
or
of email,
watch. Yes.
Next Sunday is the Sunday we're finally going to answer our email.
I literally opened it up just a few minutes ago and looked at both of them, and I was like, yeah, there's no time this week. I'm too tired.
Next Sunday's the Sunday.
We're going to do it. We're going to put them in the notes right when we're done with the show.
Yep.
We're
going to start show notes an entire week early. We
haven't forgotten about you, Brandon. We see your emails. They're there.
We appreciate them. We remember.
They're there.
Anyway.
So also, if in addition to those means, speaking of commenting on the podcast, if people want to know where they can listen or watch, where can they listen or watch?
We have. Go ahead.
I'll do one, you do the other. How about that?
Okay.
You can watch us at twitch.tv/snugpodcast, which is where we are right now, or
on YouTube, or listen to us on your podcatcher of choice. And this, if you are listening on your podcatcher of choice, is how you know that all of this isn't just pre-recorded and tacked on at the end.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to know where you cannot watch us, you cannot watch us on TikTok.
Well, no, that's a short form platform, and we are a long podcast. That'd be horrible.
I know.
That would not be a place to watch us.
We are not short. Well,
we are
we're
not
short,
designed.
We're not short.
We're Bosmer, but we're not. Our show isn't short.
I'm not a Bosmer, but I was just saying that TikTok is not a place for us to be watched.
Yeah, we got the joke.
Because time goes TikTok and watch. I'm sorry.
Because we fell back? What's
sure.
happening?
I have no idea. I was
trying to bring it full circle. And I couldn't save you.
You just were trying to bring it all the way around the clock.
Oh,
wow.
We're rocking.
Anyway.
Around the clock.
Around the clock. Tonight.
Yeah.
No.
So
we're gonna rock till the broad daylight.
No. We all know we're all gonna fall asleep before that. None of us have the ability to stay awake all night anymore.
We're loopy now. Yeah, Extra Life was yesterday. I was marveling at the people we knew that were awake for 24 hours. Good for them. Go team.
Now I'm thinking of Buffy.
Oh boy.
Nobody? No? Go,
No.
team,
Mm-mm.
go.
No.
Anyway.
Before my time.
Mm-mm.
Wow, thanks, Gwen.
You're welcome.
It wasn't before my time, but I didn't watch it.
Anyway.
Gwen with the dagger to the back. She just Blade of Woe you.
So we did confirm we can sneak up behind and kill a Khajiit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Amazing.
All right. Well,
Amazing.
I guess that's a wrap for this week. Next week, we will try to get to the email. And if you have any other things to send in between now and next week, do that. We will try to work those in as well, depending on how busy the week is. Maybe if we get enough, comments, questions, whatever from you folks, then maybe we can actually just carve out a section just to, discuss some of that stuff. Who knows how heavy the news will be this coming week, but
Carve out.
Yeah, carve out. Like
I
a
see
pumpkin.
what you did there.
Yeah. But that's gonna be it for this week. We will do this again, but until then, take care of yourself. Be a good person. Take care of other people, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Sleep well, Tamriel.